Hi friends, this is Dr. Abdequaem Chimthanawala. Today I'll discuss a very interesting remedy. Interesting in the sense, though it is not used so frequently, but if you know the symptoms very precisely, it will act very nicely if these symptoms are taken into consideration. Whatever I have seen in my practice clinically, I am just telling you those symptoms. The remedy is ABIES nigra. And the first symptom that everybody remembers of ABIES nigra is there is a sensation of as if a hard-boiled egg is lodged in the cardiac end of stomach. The patient describes in different ways. Sometimes he'll say ऐसे कुछ अटके समान लग रहा है. Sometimes he'll say कुछ तो भी लग रहा है जो अटका हुआ है ना ऊपर जा रहा है नीचे जा रहा है. These are the symptoms the patient will tell you. But there are other more important symptoms that you have to remember of ABIES nigra. And the first is restlessness. Now you say that restlessness is a very common symptom present in a lot of remedies, but now you have to define the restlessness. As I always tell to my students that you would have to define the particular symptom. Restlessness, it is not always arsenic album, but restlessness with hunger. If you have restlessness with hunger, then you must think ABIES nigra as one of the very important remedies. The patient is restless, he has to eat something. कुछ खाना चाहिए उसको कुछ जब तक कुछ खाएंगे नहीं, जब तक वो शांत नहीं होता, रेस्टलेसनेस कम नहीं होता. द रेमेडी इज ABIES nigra. Second, iodum, nitromur, podophyllum, calicarb. I had a very interesting case of prolapse of rectum where the patient was so much restless with hunger, and the only remedy I prescribed was podophyllum, and the whole prolapse was cured with that remedy. And that with this symptom of restlessness with hunger, of course, other symptoms of podophyllum were also looked at. So this is the importance of symptoms you have to get and importance of defining the symptoms. If you look at ABIES nigra, he has increased appetite, and generally increased appetite is in the night. In mathematics it is also written the appetite is increased at noon also. ऐसे 12 बजे खाने की भूख लगती है. So whenever the patient tells us that I start getting increased hunger at about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, be very precise. At noon the patient has increased appetite. Do think about ABIES nigra. Of course, in noon there are remedies like you have ABIES nigra, you have natromur, you have nux moscata, you have miserinum. See, natromur getting so close to ABIES nigra, and that's why I always say get to the other side of mathematics. Think of something more and something precise so that you can prescribe very correctly. As you go further in ABIES nigra, there is also very important symptom, that is it has two parts. First part, appetite increased at night, and the second part, it is so excessive, it is so canine, it is so ravenous that it prevents sleep. उसको नींद नहीं आती, इतनी भूख लगती है, he is so hungry, इतनी भूख लगती है, he cannot sleep. And because it's a very important symptom also of some polycrest remedy, and we fail to think about ABIES nigra. So whenever this is a symptom that appetite is ravenous, canine, excessive, which prevents sleep, think about phosphorus also, think about lycopodium, think about ignitia and china, but do think about ABIES nigra also. It's a very interesting and a very important symptom. Exactly reverse, whenever there is appetite increased at night, ABIES nigra has the exactly opposite symptoms, appetite wanting in the morning. See how you have, see if you're not able to interpret a particular symptom, don't get stuck. There are a lot of other symptoms in the patient that will guide you to the remedy, ABIES nigra. Always don't think about that symptom, that whether he had that sensation of hard-boiled egg lot at the cardiac end of stomach. If it's not there, there are other symptoms to prescribe ABIES nigra. There is sometimes a constricting feeling, there is sometimes a constriction at the cardiac orifice on swallowing. So there is a constriction at the cardiac orifice of stomach on swallowing. That is also a very important symptom of ABIES nigra, and with this symptom, do think about again phosphorus. See, so close, phosphorus, natromur goes with ABIES nigra, and that's why we are more bent on prescribing these polycrest and fail to look into ABIES nigra. Constriction at the cardiac orifice on swallowing. Think about ABIES nigra, think about phosphorus, and think about a very important and a rare remedy. Not rare in relation to mathematics, it is allium cepa, used for cough, cold, coryza, but important symptom, constriction at the cardiac end of the stomach on swallowing. Now as you go further, there is one more important symptom, the stomach is disordered from tobacco. See, stomach, जब भी वो टैबको खाता है उसका पेट पूरा खराब हो जाता है. We have symptoms like lot of cough, lot of asthma from tobacco. The remedy changes. When the stomach is distorted by tobacco, do think about ABIES nigra and also do think about Nux vomica, sepia and arsenic album. That's what I'm telling you. Whenever the patient is तंबाकू खाने से मेरा पेट खराब हो जाता है, we think about these polycrest and again fail to prescribe ABIES nigra. In fact, it is said that in ABIES nigra the stomach is distorted by tea. चाय पीने से भी पेट खराब हो जाता है. In fact, it is said abuse of tea. There are patients who have habit of drinking 10 cups, 12 cups of tea in a day, and then when the stomach is disordered, abuse of tea or disorders by tea, you have to think about ABIES nigra. In this also symptom, do think about China, do think about diascoria, do think about pulsatile thuja. Such an important symptom and such an important remedies also which is given with this symptom. Now as you go further, a very important and typical symptom of ABIES nigra is eructation, water burst after cough. जब भी पेशेंट खांसता है मतलब उसको वाटर ब्रश लगता है गले में ऐसा, और बोलेंगे ऐसे गले में कुछ तो लगता है, थूक आता है, पानी आता है. अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सिम्टम ऑफ ABIES nigra, that is water brush after cough, or you can say eructation water brush during cough also is ABIES nigra. And if you get water brush during cough, do think about ABIES nigra, and also at that time do think about arsenic album and ammonium carb. Again, I am trying to compare polycrest remedies with ABIES nigra just to make a note that so polycrest are indicated in sometimes these acute remedies also indicated. Do think about these remedies, don't forget this. As you go further, एक पेशेंट आके मुझे बोलता था ऐसे मुझे पेट में लग रहा है कि गांठ सामान है, गांठ सामान किसने बांध दिया. And he used to explain, I feel as if there is a big thread and the thread को 4-5 गांठ है और वो फीलिंग मेरे स्टमक में है. और तो दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट सिम्टम दैट स्टमक फील्स एज इफ knotted together. And see the description of the patient, knotted feeling in the stomach. ABIES nigra, very important remedy. Again, compare a polycrest with ABIES nigra, that is Bryone album. Don't miss out ABIES nigra, a very important feeling of ABIES nigra. And there are a lot of symptom of stomach, and just before ending I'll tell you one more symptom, sensation of stone in the stomach. Sometimes knotted feeling can also be described with this symptom. ऐसा लगता है मेरे पेट में किसने पत्थर रख दिया हो. Of course, this is ABIES nigra and this is present in many of the remedies. You can start with arsenic album or Bratacarb or Bryonia or Calcarea or Nux vomica, lot of remedies. But that's why I'm comparing these symptom of ABIES nigra with polycrest remedies so that you know how to prescribe an acute remedy, and then at the background you have the polycrest remedy with you. So my dear friends, if you like this video, do share and subscribe. Thank you.